Hello Kita Queens and Kita Beauty Tees, it's me again and I'm back. Today we're going to start this client video by wiping her face off with micellar water. I'm learning to pronounce it, girl. Then I'm going to take my Pond's moisturizer, this is the one in the pink jar, and I'm going to use it to moisturize her face. As you can see, I take a pretty decent amount because I like for people's face to be very hydrated since you're going to be packing makeup and powder all over it. You don't want the skin to be dry. And then I'm going to take my LA Colors primer and I'm going to only apply it to her nose because this is basically the part of your face that usually creates the most oil, so I like to do that. Then I'm going to take my black Nicka K eyebrow pencil and I'm going to use it to fill in her eyebrows, starting with the tail and just working my way up. As y'all can see, her eyebrows are basically already nicely filled in, so I don't really have to do much. But I'm going to brush them out and repeat the same process on the other eyebrows, starting with the tail and working my way to the front. After it's to my liking, I'm going to take these two concealers. The shade names will be down below. And I'm going to use the lighter one first. And I'm just going to outline the bottom of her eyebrow. Try to get it as crisp and as sharp as I can. This is a crown flat brush. I will try to find the exact name and have it listed down below in the description box as well. But I'm just going to drag it along the bottom of her eyebrow. And then when I think I have it straight enough, I'm going to take the concealer and drag it down. And then I'm just going to blend it out using a very dense buffing brush. On the top, I'm going to go in with a concealer that's closer to her skin tone. And I'm just going to slowly line the top of her eyebrows, starting with the top and then going towards the tail. And I try to get it as crisp as possible. So you really want to take your time with this step. And I am using the same brushes that I used to line the bottom. And now I'm just blending it out with that same buffing brush. And then just gonna repeat the same process like we always do, same exact thing. And I left these clips in real time so y'all can actually see how long it takes me to clean up the eyebrows. Just know that I really take my time on this part because this is a very vital step. If your client's eyebrows do not look good, then throw the whole face away or start over because that just ain't right. So we got to get them on fleek. We're gonna line the bottom and then we're just gonna line the top. After I'm finished with the eyebrows, I'm going to take whatever excess concealer that I have left on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use it on her eyelids as an eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to evenly spread it out. A little concealer goes a long way. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer that I'm using as a base today. I decided not to use my e.l.f. And we're going for a birthday beat because it was my girl's birthday. So I'm going to start with this brown shade out of the Juvias Zulu Palette. And I'm just going to pack it on. We are going for a cut crease today. She showed me 4 different looks. So I decided to basically combine each look together and put my own little spin on it because we really had no idea what we wanted to do. But we never do, and it always comes out good. So after I pack it on, I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush and just swirl it around the edges to basically diffuse the color and blend it out. We don't want any harsh lines. I wanted her to look very Barbie-ish, like, yes, baby. Then I'm going to take this Lickandlash palette and this dark plum shade, which is the color Rocky. And it looks black on camera, but I promise you in person, it's like a plum shade. And I'm just going to pack it on basically in the same spot where we packed on the brown, just a little underneath it. And this is the same brush that I use for the brown, and I'm going over the plum shade with it, and I'm just blending it out with that to lighten up the color a little bit. And I had to build it up to get it as blended and opaque as I wanted it to be. So this is what I wanted it to look like, and I did the same on the other eye. Now I'm going to take my camo concealer, and I'm using it to cut her crease. I be talking too fast, y'all. And this is my cut crease brush is from the beauty supply store. I'm going to try to find the name, but I like to carve out my shape first and then fill it in with whatever excess concealer that I have left. I knew I didn't have to take my cut crease too far out just because I was going to add an accent line, so I didn't really have to do much. And now I'm just going to blend out the concealer before we apply the eyeshadows. And I'm taking these two eyeshadows out of my Morphe 35B palette, this white and this pastel pink, and they will be the first two shades that I lay down on her lid. And the same brush that I used to clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to take a clean one and use it to apply the eyeshadow to her lids. I really love this brush, y'all. Like, it gets everything so defined and gets in all the crooks and crevices of the eye. Like, it's just perfect. I need to order like 4 more of them. Third shade, I'm going to take this pink out of the Lickandlash Spice palette in the shade Hey, and I'm just going to pat it on at the end of the eyes. Just pat everything in place. It's the best way to build up your color. And I'm going to do the same routine on the other eye. And then after I have that color on, I'm going to go back in with that pastel pink just to blend out the edges of the darker pink. Now I'm going to go in with that plum shade on my packing brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of my cut crease before I apply my eyeliner. To line her eyes, I used my Nicka K matte liquid liner, but I used my e.l.f. black liquid liner as a brush. So I took the e.l.f. applicator and I just dipped it in the Nicka K matte liquid liner bottle, if that makes sense. And I decided to do a wing liner just because I don't think me and Yana have ever did a wing liner on any of her looks, and I knew it would have been real cute. And I need to apologize now because while we were putting on the glitter, this was the glitter and the eyelashes that I chose to go in with. I think my camera cut off. I don't know what happened, but I didn't get it on film, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I will do another video so y'all can see how I do that. I know a lot of y'all probably mad, but it skipped into her foundation and concealer. Well, that's when I noticed my camera wasn't recording when I started doing her foundation routine. So all the foundation and concealer shades will be down below. But right now I'm taking my black opal foundation stick. The shade name of it will be down below as well. And I'm just applying it to her face as her contour. And I'm going to blend it out using my Real Techniques sponge. I like to lightly press the foundation into her skin, and as I'm pressing, I'm also taking the end of the sponge and rubbing it in the actual stick foundation. So that's why you can see I keep pressing and then I'll stop and go back into the bottle. So I'll press, then stop, picked up some more on the sponge, and then I'll go back in with it on her face. I don't know why I do that. I don't know. To me, it makes it look like more smooth and everything is just blended. There are no like patches or nothing anywhere. It ensures that you won't have any patches. Everything will just be blended and even, and that's what I like. So if you want yours to be blended and even as well, I recommend that you do that. Apply it to the face, but still dab your sponge on the stick as you blend out. After I have her contour all blended out, I'm going to flip my sponge to a clean side, and I'm just going to blend out the highlighted areas of her face using the same patting motions that I used to blend out her contour. You want to be as gentle as possible. I'm going to take the edge of that concealer brush and use it to clean up the liner as well as the eyeshadow. I just wanted everything to be sharp and crisp and perfect because, like I said, this is a birthday beat, and y'all know, well, some of y'all may know, you have to be done up for your birthday. So I cleaned up both of the edges of the eyeshadow, and then I'm just going to continue to blend them out using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. As you guys know, I like to save the under eye for last. So right now I'm just applying more concealer directly under her eyes and then blending it out with my Real Techniques sponge. You really want to take your time on this, especially since my client has contacts in. I did not want to irritate her eyes too much, so I'm pressing very gently, trying my best not to irritate her eyes. But as you can see, it is basically flawless, y'all. She is the perfect face model. She has the smoothest skin, and I'm gonna leave her Instagram below like I did in the last video. And her birthday was on the 27th, so if y'all want to, you know, go follow my girl and tell her happy belated. I like to say the under eyes last just so I can set the under eyes right after I blend them out. If you set it as quick as possible, then you can avoid any creasing that may go on under the eyes. Under eye creasing is like the worst creasing that anybody could ever get. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. As you can see, I'm going back in on each side just to make sure everything is in place and that everything is even. And to set her under eyes, I'm going to use my Fit Me powder by Maybelline. Is in the shade, I think, Coconut. I'm not sure. I have it listed down below with everything else, but I'm taking it on that same damp Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just going to lightly pat it underneath her eye. As you can see, this powder gives off a very smooth and flawless face. Like, I love this powder, y'all. Like, y'all need to go get y'all some and stop playing. Y'all need to get everything that I use in this video because I'm speaking straight facts when I tell y'all I love all of this stuff. But I'm just setting the highlighted areas of her face. And then I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark Deep. And I'm going to use it to set the contour areas of her face using a fluffy angle brush. And I'm just going to lightly spread it throughout everywhere that we contour. Y'all already know. I like to build a relationship with my clients, so you probably won't see too many videos where my client is just sitting there being still the whole video. Nah, you will see them talking at one point because I'm just that type of person. I like for everybody to feel comfortable while sitting in my chair. I feel like if the whole session is quiet, then it's pretty awkward, and they'll either be ready to be on their phone or be ready to leave. And I don't like being rushed, and I don't like people basically keeping me from my work. And by being on your phone, you slowing down my process. So nah, we can talk. So then I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty loose setting powder, and I'm gonna use it on the edge of my beauty sponge. and I'm basically carving out the contoured areas of her face. Y'all know I do not like to bake this powder. I only apply it to clean it up, and after I clean it up, I blend it out using that fluffy angle brush. Some people may think it's purposeless. I don't. I just like to have it looking kind of sharp, but not too sharp, because if it's too sharp, then it looks fake. And even though it's makeup, you never want anything on your face to look fake, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to take my eyeliner and sharpen up the tail of her wing. Any part that I accidentally probably erased with the concealer, I'm just going to go back in and fill it in so that everything is crisp. Y'all, look at this, look at this. Ooh, flick, 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 flick. Look at that. Hold on, gotta get a little more sharp. Wait, there we go. Sharp, just like that. And it's that easy. Now I'm just going to do her under eyes. I didn't go under them with black today. I wanted her to look very girly and cute, so I just went under them with that pink shade, that dark pink. And then I went under them again with that plum shade. But I made sure it was very diffused because I didn't want her under eyes to look too dark. Now I'm going to spray her face with setting spray. Got a drowner. And I'm going to blend it out and hit it with my bougie girl fan. Did I hit it with the fan? Oh, guess not. But now I'm going to contour her nose using this small detail brush. The nose contour wasn't too sharp. And basically, this was a natural contour today. Everything was natural and subtle, but still glam, you know. Still served a purpose. After I have the contour on, I like to go back in and blend it with my sponge to make it look more natural. And then I went on her bottom lashes with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Y'all know I cannot do her makeup without doing her bottom lashes. Like, y'all see these individuals? Do y'all see these individuals? I don't think y'all do, but y'all will. Right here, I'm just highlighting the tip of her nose using this small eyeshadow brush. I do a dot on the nose, and then I blend it out with a clean blending brush. And then I go on the bridge of her nose using that same brush. And I also blend it out with the blending brush as well. And I'm going to take that blending brush and apply the highlighter to her cheeks, taking light tapping motions. That is the best way to get your highlight popping, but blended at the same time. And look at that. Look at her cheek, y'all. It's so cute. Right now, I'm about to add a finishing touch that she didn't even know about, so she was nervous. But I wanted to add this stone to the bottom of her eyes because I thought it would be so cute. And it's just, it blings so much. Like, look at it, y'all. Bling, 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 bling. Ooh, yes. I feel like this just... it was just a nice touch, y'all. This was a good birthday touch. Like, you want to shine on your birthday like no other. Now we're going to move on to the lips. These are the two that I decided to go in with. Shade names will be down below. First, I'm going to line her lips using my LA Colors dark brown eyebrow pencil. I feel like if you watch all of my videos by now, it's like you should already know every product that I use, because girl, I have staple products. I do not like switching up. But I like to outline around the perimeter of her lips first, and then when I have all of her lips outlined, I like to go in each corner and just fill it in a little bit to make it like an ombre effect. And then I'm gonna go in with this liquid lipstick on a disposable, and I focus the color in the center of the lips, and then I have her pat them out, and whatever excess I have left on the applicator, I like to lightly put it over the liner, but I never like to fully cover the liner. After I have that, I'm going to go on top of it with that glitter sparkly lip gloss. And it was just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to just let y'all watch this lip combination, because this was everything. After I have the lips fully coated, I'm going to go in with my last final spritz before the grand reveal. Girl. Nervous. You like your style?
What? Yes, motherfucking man, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. That's birthday shit.
Okay, this is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to see more clientele videos that I took of this look, just go to my Instagram. It will be linked down below. Please like, comment, share, rate, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next one. Bye bye.